Hershey's is showing where women and girls should be. Front and center. Unless you're in front of a man, then you shouldn't be front and center. You don't have to buy Hershey's chocolate anymore. Check out what the Daily Wire did. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. You know, this has got to be one of the most offensive, infuriating, disgusting, humiliating, and hilarious things that I have ever seen in my entire life. Check this out. Hershey's just did this, okay? Hershey's chocolate. So they use their name as a tagline for this absolute bizarre, insane, offensive new promotional they're doing, saying her and she to promote the women in your life, which sounds all grand and wonderful. This is their take on promoting women in our society today. Check this out. Hey, real quick, if you've gotten value from this channel and want to consider supporting us, you can check out some of our merch. Linked in the description below, it'll say shop our merch. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you on a regular basis. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button as well, you know, when you like this video, YouTube will push it out to more people and it would really help spread this message.
It's Faye Johnstone. I'm the Executive Director of Wisdom to Action. We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space.
Now, if you can't tell because your senses have been so dulled and damaged and destroyed from our society today, Hershey's is putting front and center a man for International Women's Day. This is what our culture, our society has turned into. And I love the response that the Daily Wire gave to this, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Listen.
We can create a world where everyone is able to live in public space as their honest and authentic selves. See the women changing how we see the future.
See the women changing how we see the future. Do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? These people, Hershey's, name them, every corporation out there, saying that they stand for women and women's rights, when in all reality, their whole goal is to eradicate women because they think women are too weak to be the real women that women are. Women are too weak to be women, so we must have a man to be a woman, and that's what a woman really is. That's what women should be. They should be strong and independent and men. Do you get it yet? These aren't your friends. They don't love you. They don't care about you. They're not out for your good. They're out for your destruction. And they're showing that front and center. Now, this is Faye Johnstone, a queer and trans and feminist activist. That you got the pronouns in the bio, so you know that it's legitimate. This person here is radical. They are radical to the core, and Hershey's is promoting them as their new spokeswoman, literally for International Women's Day, to tell you what being a woman is all about. Now I'm going to show you this hilarious response from the Daily Wire in just a second, but check out Hershey's real quick. This is Hershey's Instagram page. Big surprise. Here's the black square. Remember that back in 2020? Yeah. We will never forget the companies and the people and those in leadership and within the Christian community that bowed a knee to this insane social justice warrior movement. This insanity that happened back in 2020 where we bowed a knee to Satan, to culture, and said, lead us. And so, okay, Hershey's did that. Big surprise. Whoop did he do? But what's funny is that it wasn't enough. Remember? Remember how the black square wasn't enough, and then it became silence is violence if you didn't post a black square. So you post a black square and, okay, I did my part, right? It was enough. I wasn't silent. so I wasn't violent. However, it wasn't enough, because remember when this happened? Just 1 month later, we're taking a break in an effort to make a difference and be part of positive change. We will be pausing all paid advertisement for the month of July on Facebook and Instagram. Now, companies did this basically because actually what they were doing by donating hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to Black Lives Matter wasn't enough. No, so staying silent was violent. Posting a black square wasn't enough. Giving thousands, millions of dollars wasn't enough. They demanded that companies stop advertising, stop existing for weeks, months. So you're not allowed to even run your business. You're not allowed to promote your business because why? It's this type of mindset that turns into this. That's what it turns into. And what's funny is Hershey's, their latest post is like a man, like an actual man. Congratulations on the big win. They're like, we got to put out this fire. Just post an actual dude on Instagram holding a Hershey's chocolate bar, and that will fix everything. Boycott Hershey's. Yes, I agree. Don't ever buy Hershey's again. And you know what? You actually might not have to. Hershey's is showing where women and girls should be. Front and center. Unless you're in front of a man, then you shouldn't be front and center. New limited edition Celebrate She bars focus on she at the center of Hershey's to symbolize the central role that she plays in our lives. Hashtag Hershey's hates women. Yes, they do. You can't get away from this. You can't overlook this. You can't look at this and say, well, it's not really that big of a deal, because it's so incredibly, look, celebrate neighbors, friends, strangers, she, sisters, daughters, moms, aunts, nieces, all that is a smokescreen for their agenda to say that none of these actually matter, in that really what makes all of these matter is a man, not you. Assuming I'm talking to a woman. If you're a man, then then I guess we'll just we don't count if we look like a man. Any woman watching this right now, participating in this, you're being duped. And you know what? We should be boycotting Hershey's and not buying Hershey's chocolate. And you know what? You don't have to buy Hershey's chocolate anymore. Check out what the Daily Wire did. Fine, I'll do it. Introducing Jeremy's chocolate. Yes, it's real. We have two kinds, he, him, and she, her. This is, one thing about the Daily Wire is their marketing is brilliant. It really is. One of them has nuts. If you need me to tell you which one, keep buying Hershey's. But if you know what a woman is and love chocolate, go to IHateHershey's.com. You have she, her, and he, him. He, him has nuts. She, her. This chocolate bar is literally antithetical to our society. A chocolate bar is the opposite of what our society believes. It literally just says it right here on the packaging. This is truth in a nutshell. Pun intended. Yet it's completely backwards from what our society believes and promotes. It's funny because God created man in his own image. God created him male and female. Nowhere in Scripture do you see God creating mistakes, making mistakes. He is perfect. Yet what you do see in Romans is you see God's wrath on unrighteousness. And you see the absolute total depravity of man. You see the absolute sinful nature of mankind. And I mean men and women. You see that we will give up truth for falsities. That we will live opposite how we were created, that we will give up God-honoring passions for dishonorable passions, and God will give us up to those dishonorable passions, and we will become debased in mind. And it will become so bad that we will need to invent new ways of evil because our old unrighteousness isn't good enough anymore. We must make things worse and worse and worse. Don't give in to Hershey's. Don't fall for this absolutely insane, incredibly offensive type marketing where they completely and utterly disregard women in order to make a social justice point. We're not going to fall for it. In fact, look at their tagline. We're here to bring people together through the power of chocolate. They're not here to bring people together. They're here to kill, steal, and destroy because they're led by Satan. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to think. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button and being a part of this community, I'd love to hear from you on a regular basis. Also, hit that thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate it, because when you like this video, YouTube pushes it out to more people, and it would really help spread this message. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.